To another day-night show match. I have
Is it?
ViperMusashi and Setheal here with me today again. How you guys doing?
Not too bad.
Doing
How
pretty
are you?
good.
Excellent, excellent. I'm doing pretty good too. So this is the second time you guys have played. First time was kind of a while ago, but the way things work out, schedules sometimes don't come together, and I'm glad we could finally make this match happen again. Um, so I would like each of you to tell the audience a little bit about yourselves, what race you play, kind of where you are on in StarCraft 2, and we'll kind of just go in the order of I'll have Sethiel answer and then Viper, and we'll just go from there. So Sethiel.
I'm a I play Protoss, and I've just recently got put in silver. I'm in top silver right now.
Hmm.
Uh, but yeah, I enjoy Protoss, and just right now playing a little unranked right now. Getting back into the groove of things. I took a like a little hiatus, a week hiatus. Been working and just getting back into the groove.
Cool. Glad to hear that. How about you, Viper?
Name's ViperMusashi. I've been playing on and off recently. Last season I finished top of the gold ladder, so this I'm trying to get back into it. The MMR kind of decayed on me a little bit, so I'm silver as well. But that'll improve, I'm sure. I've been jumping to and from lower league games. Right now I'm in the Among Shadows tournament that just started. I had my placement match earlier today. Um, that was cool. I didn't do so hot because I was up against a Diamond Master player,
Yeah.
so I kind of lost. But
That's brutal.
it was EVZ, so that didn't make it any easier. But for sure, I did pretty well. I was surprised.
Oh,
And
good job.
I can see my own improvement. So hopefully, I'll have something to bring to today's rematch. I'm also in the Day Nights Tournament League, which is, of course, held by GM Faust, and that takes place every week. So that's fun.
Yeah, I've been seeing that. It would be nice if I had time myself to jump into that, but maybe in the future at some point. Let me think here. Next thing that I would want to ask is how'd you guys get into StarCraft 2? Start with you, Sethiel.
Uh, Well, a buddy of mine a while back reintroduced me to StarCraft 2. I was actually following it for a while. I was excited to see the new units coming out. Uh, Again,
Mm.
I, I kind of feel obligated to play Protoss for the reason that I did not finish out the campaign in StarCraft 1 of
Oh,
Protoss.
really?
I did Terran. Yeah, I did Terran and I did Zerg, and I was just and like I was just like playing like nonstop. And once I got to Protoss, I don't know. I guess I just got burnt out. I was like, I'm just gonna play skirmishes.
You mean in
But
like
yeah, man,
StarCraft 1 or Brood War? Probably
Brood
StarCraft 1,
War.
right? Because I think that was the third campaign.
Yeah, yep.
Well, it did get
But
considerably harder. I'll give you that
nice.
in that game.
But yeah, and been playing StarCraft 2 since release. Never played the beta, but I've been enjoying it so far, and HOTS has been amazing. Hopefully, Legacy of the Void is gonna take StarCraft even further into esports.
Yeah, it'll be neat to see where that takes things, especially just because I know there's a lot of people out there who were pretty turned off by the fact that they didn't have all three campaigns. So the fact that
Mm.
with Legacy of the Void when it's out, it'll basically be in the same state as Brood War and StarCraft 1 from a single player standpoint. I know that'll make a lot of people happy. But, so right, Viper, how about you? How'd you get to StarCraft 2?
Well, back in high school, we used to have LAN tournaments on Brood War, and so I was pretty up there. I think, took second place on that. And the buddy of mine who took first asked me to join him for StarCraft 2 Wings of Liberty when it came out. So the two of us, we did a lot of Wings of Liberty, and we got up to Platinum and 2s, like, who knows how long ago, man. But yeah, I kind of stopped playing after a while. Went to a lot of other games, and then came back when HOTS came out, and I've been pretty much made a routine for myself to stay on top of my league here with HOTS. So
Oh, very cool.
that's the idea.
Oh, that's good. I mean, I also noticed you play, I think it was a lot of World of Warcraft, right?
I do have a guild that raids high-end content, and I've got a lot of tier things like that regularly every night.
That's cool stuff.
Yep. After each raid, and on most nights, I'll even stream around. I think it's 12 to 4 a.m. Eastern time.
Wow.
So, and that's
I wish I could say that's too late for
2014.
me, but half the time I'm still up. So I should probably
Yeah,
drop
yeah,
by.
I know. Right? I should be asleep, but
You're
I
like,
can't help
why is it 2:30 again? No. I'll wake up at 11. No.
it. Right? Yeah, big time. But the games that I play during my stream are with a friend also from high school. They're a collection of all the 500 games I have on Steam that I haven't beaten yet. So we're doing a 2014 backlog challenge. Is what we call it.
Cool. I've actually been thinking of doing something similar where I've been kind of poking through the really, really super old Super Nintendo library because there was a billion games that came out, and there was apparently quite a few good ones that I just never saw. Like Blizzard apparently released 3 or 4 games on the Super Nintendo. Yeah, right. Like, and not any of the stuff that we would recognize. It was not related to any of their current properties. Like they did a Superman game in combination with another company, and it wasn't terrible, which is the part that blows my mind. And no one like knows about it because almost nobody had the game. But it's cool stuff. Anyway, I'm getting a little sidetracked here.
Sure.
Normally we bring up the whole how we learned about day 9 thing. You guys have already answered that question, so I figure we can just move on from here to talking about our map selection. Now, of course, there's been a lot of talk about these new maps. I don't think there's anybody that likes all of them. Mostly because I think at least one of these maps is pretty much constructed to drive you crazy. Like, depending on... Like, everybody has... No matter what race you are, there's one map where you're like, nope, I don't want it. Like, Terrans hate Heavy Rain because it becomes a nightmare against Blink. There's so many places to blink into the base. You have to build bunkers everywhere. And the other guy will just expand across the map while you're doing it. Dataless Point is kind of obvious why most people don't like that. I hate to say it. Hard to wall off, unless of course you play in the GSL, Code A, and you wall off at the Zerg's base. I guess that's a way to get around that problem.
That is.
And of course,
The classic 12 racks bunker rush.
there's also, of course, Alterzim Stronghold, which not many people are a fan of either. And the other maps, well, they're old maps, kind of. Habitation Station was at least around before, so people knew about it. Anyway, glancing over here, checking out the chat. So it looks like we have Airs hanging out over here. You can sign up in the Day 9 TV forum. There's a sign up page. Use that. I just need like your ID, email, stuff like that, so I can actually match you with opponents correctly. But yeah, just check that out over there. Also, hi to ZRQ. See you hanging out over there now. Finally noticed that the stream turned on. Good. He's pretty much here all the time. It's kind of fantastic. He just isn't. His eyeballs aren't always watching though. Now that we have his attention, let's go ahead and jump into the map selection. Now, the way I do this is, we acknowledge the fact that there's kind of 2 different advantages here. There's vetoing second, which is another way of saying getting the last veto. So you can kind of lock your opponent into an awkward map selection. And there's also picking the first map once we've narrowed it down to 3. So the way I do this is we'll play rock, paper, scissors, and whoever wins gets the option of vetoing first, but also getting first pick, and then, or vetoing last. So the way we do this usually is I'll just have you guys private message me in StarCraft as to which you would prefer. Rock, paper, or scissors. Okay, we got paper from Setheal and scissors from Viper. So, Viper, What do you want?
Veto last, I guess.
Going for the more strategic choice. I like it. That means our first veto goes to you. Setheal, what would you like to get off the list first?
Daedalus Point.
Done. Your turn, Viper. Also, hey, Ender, yes, I did see you. Sorry about that.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and veto Alterzium Stronghold anyway.
Alright, it's off the list. Next.
Frost Ellie.
Alright. No Frost. That leaves us with Habitation Station, Heavy Rain, Polar Night, and Yonsu, so we need one more veto. Viper.
Okay. I'll veto Yonsu.
Alright, that leaves us with an interesting map pool. We have Habitation Station, Heavy Rain, and Polar Night. I actually haven't seen too many games on Heavy Rain, so I'm pretty excited about this. It's going to be good. Get more data. Data. Alright, guys. So this is where I'll be wishing you good luck, and I'll be catching you over when we start the first game here. And I'll get you back into the call after the matches.
Awesome.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Good luck, Viper.
Thank you. You too.